So I already primed my eyes with the P. Louise eyeshadow base in the shade at 0.5, and I think I'm going to go ahead and start off with this yellow shade right here, which is called Aya, A-Y-A. And I'm going to go ahead and pop this yellow into the like inner corner of my crease. I feel like in the pan it looks like pastel yellow, but it actually is showing up really well. I'm going to go ahead and use this blue shade right here, and it looks like a French name, Côte d'Ivory. Côte d'Ivoire. Yeah, that's probably not it.
Côte d'Ivoire.
Okay, maybe I wasn't that far off.
Côte d'Ivoire.
Côte d'Ivoire. So I'm going in with Côte d'Ivoire on the middle of my lid. Oh my gosh, so pigmented. I definitely went in with a little bit too much. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and take that more on, I'm just gonna take it to the outside. I've got a plan. I'm just gonna do like windshield wiper motions and circular motions and just kind of buff that out a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and take a slightly smaller brush, and I'm going to go into this green shade right here, which is the shade Niger. Not even gonna try and pronounce it. So I'm gonna take that shade and put it in the middle between the blue and the yellow and kind of blend them together. Make it more of like a gradient. And then I'm just going to blend with this slightly bigger brush. Alright, so I think I really want to cut my crease today just because I have like an idea in my head of what I want to do, and I think it'll be really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and go back into the P. Louise eyeshadow base. And so on the outside corner, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of pat that base in a little bit more just to give it a nice gradient. Because I feel like for me and my eye shape, I really like going in with whatever color I did on the outside and bringing it into the outer V. And basically doing a half cut crease every time. I just feel like it suits me better. Tiny brush, and I actually wiped it off even though you can obviously still see quite a bit of green on it. And I'm going to go back into Côte d'Ivoire and I'm going to put that on the outer part of my eye. I'm going to blend inward just a little bit. Okay, so for the lid, I really want to go into this shade right here, which is called Togo, and it looks like the prettiest shimmery green shade. So I'm just going to go ahead and start applying that on the lid. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Let me focus this color on like the middle of my lid, and I'm going to go in with something a little darker on the outside and a little bit lighter on the inside, just to give a really nice, really pretty gradient. I'm going to go into this metallic blue shade right here, which is called Cotuna, something along those lines. And I'm just going to kind of put that in between the matte shade and that like lighter green shimmery shade, just to add a little bit more dimension. I'm wiping all the product off of that brush, and now I'm going to go into, okay, part of me wants to go into the gold on the inner part of the lid, and then the other part wants to go into this shade like as a highlighter shade. I think I'll just do the gold. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop that right there. Actually, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I like the idea of the gold like on the inner part of my eyelid, but I kind of want it to be like a lighter gold. So I'm going to go in with this first and just kind of make it perfect, and then I'm going to go into the highlighter shade on top. And then just to finish everything off, I'm going to go back into a little bit more of that matte blue and just tap it on the outer portion and just kind of blend it in. So I'm going to go ahead and do my face, and I'll be right back to finish off the eye look. Alright you guys, so I went ahead and added the House of Lashes Boudoir mini lashes, which I actually don't even like that much. Like the Boudoir lashes, the original, when I cut them on both sides, they are so beautiful. Like I love them so much, but the Boudoir minis, I'm just like, they just kind of feel like any other pair of lashes. Like they don't feel special, and for some reason this side looks longer than this side, and I really don't know why. So let's just go ahead and start doing the lower lash line. I think that I want my lower lash line to be like completely yellow, so I got a little black transfer right here, go me. But I'm gonna use just this bright yellow shade, and I'm also going to use the, is this called like Punch or something? Yeah, Punch liner from ColourPop. and then I'll just kind of blend it out. So I completely wiped that brush off, and now I'm going to go ahead and take the silver shade right here, which is called Angelique, and I'm going to use that to highlight my inner corner. And also underneath my brow bone just a little bit. So I've actually done this with several Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes. I really like using their eyeshadows as highlighters, and there is a pretty light shade in here, so I figured today I would use it as a highlighter, so I'm just going to go in with Angelique, and I'm definitely going to blend it out a little bit because it's super cool toned, but ooh, that's pretty. So that is pretty. You could definitely get a nice little like cool toned silvery glow with this. Not my favorite ever because it does have just like a little bit of an ashy look to it. Jeez, my hair's in my face. But it's still pretty. My favorite shadow from their palettes is from the Masquerade palette, and it's Giza, and it's like a pretty pink highlighter shade, and that is just so nice on the cheeks. Okay, so for lips today, I have this little tiny trio from Marc Jacobs, and it's all cream and sugar. I think it was a limited edition shade, but it's just nude. I've got the lip pencil, the lip cream, lip gloss. I don't know what their official names are, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw that on. Okay, guys, so this is the finished first look. Okay, so this next look is specifically inspired by a dupe that I found. So I have obviously the Afrique palette here, and I'm going to be using this little L, this row right here, and this shade. So those are the shades I'm going to be using for this next look. And I have the Sunset Mini palette from Natasha Denona, and it is basically the exact same shades. Super similar, so I'll swatch them next to each other just so you guys can see. But this is like a tiny little baby. It's $24. Like I said, it's tiny, and this is $20, so it's like, obviously this is a much better deal. I've actually done a video before comparing Juvia's Place to Natasha Denona, and I'll have it linked up here in case you guys are interested. I thought it was a really well done video. I mean, obviously tooting my own horn a little bit here, but I thought it was, you know, pretty similar considering the price difference, which is kind of crazy. So I just figured I'd swatch those for y'all and then do a look based off of it. Okay, so the top row right here is Natasha Denona, and the bottom row here is Juvia's Place. Obviously there's some like slight undertone differences, but I feel like you could get a very similar look. I feel like the Juvia's Place one swatched a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with this brown shade right here called Kissy, and I'm just going to throw that in my crease. And just blend upwards. So next I'm going to go ahead and take this brown shade right here, which is Cameroon. Basically just blending that shade on the outer V and then kind of bringing it in just a little bit. Alright, so now I want to go ahead and take the shade Fifi, which is this brilliant cranberry red right here. Like, I am loving this shade so much. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this all over my entire eyelid. Brush is completely dry. The shadow's just that good. Into my blending brush and just blend the edges a little bit. Pretty much everything I'm doing for the upper eyelid, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my face and I'll be right back to finish. Okay, so I feel like I'm going for like a super glowy, like natural makeup look today. I use that term loosely, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the Angelique shade as highlighter again because I actually did really like it. And I do have the Wet n Wild highlighter in the shade Hello Goodbye on my cheeks, which is really pretty. So I'm just going to go ahead and top it with this shade. Ooh. Oh man. Honestly, no lie, those two shades mixed together look so much like Ofra glazed donut. Alright, so now on to the very important lower lash line. Don't want to skip that. I'm going to go ahead and take a pencil brush, and I'm going to start off on the outer third. I don't know why I never do that, but I'm just going to do that today and start with Cameroon, the darkest brown shade, and I'm just going to kind of just blend it on the outer third. I am wearing House of Lashes Iconic lashes, which are pretty big, but I tried to apply Boudoir Minis again, and I just hate them. I hate them so much. Like, I don't know who named them Boudoir Minis because they don't even look like the Boudoir lashes. And I'm like, I guess I just need to like settle with the idea, like either go big or go home with lashes, because I just don't like little ones. I really want to go into the gold shade. This one right here, Coffee, that's what it was called. Like coffee, that's what I need to remember. I drink coffee in the morning. That was awful. I don't even know what that was supposed to be. But I'm going to take that shade on this inner part of my eye right here. And last but not least, I'm just wiping that brush off, and then I'm going to go back into Angelique, that pretty highlighting shade, and I'm just going to highlight my inner corner and my brow bone. Honestly, this is my kind of neutral look. Seriously, so pretty. So last but not least, I'm just going to do a nice little pale pink lippy. This is Ofra Bel Air. I got this as a free gift with like an Ofra purchase, and I have not tried it yet. She looks a little more peachy than it looked in the tube. I definitely prefer pinky toned over peach toned, but it's alright. So here is the finished second look. I really like how it came out. I think it's super wearable, easy, but still a little bit fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow for the last look. Alright guys, so third, final look. I'm very excited about this. I have like a specific idea in my mind, and it's kind of like colors that I don't necessarily think go together, but I kind of like that contrast, so I don't know how it's gonna end up. I'm just gonna put it on my eyeballs and hopefully it looks pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start off with the yellow shade right here. Just gonna pack that on to my crease and just basically put that all over. Hopefully you guys can see that it's just not, I mean, it's a good shadow, don't get me wrong. I think it looks nice, but it's just more of a pastel yellow. I'm gonna build it up just a little bit. I feel like my brows are really strong today, and I don't know what happened. So next I really want to play with this orange shade right here, which is called Dakar, and I'm gonna go ahead and pop that through my crease. So I'm just kind of building that up, and then I'm going to go ahead and go in with my previous brush and just blend it out. I'm actually going to go ahead and add just a little bit more of that into my crease just because I want it to be just a touch brighter. Alright, so next I'm going to go ahead and take the burgundy shade right here, which is super beautiful. I love the tone of this. It is called Bintu, and I'm just going to put that on the outer corner of my eye and kind of blend it into the crease a little bit. I am definitely building that shade up just a touch just because I really want it to be nice and bold and red. I go back in with the previous brush and just blend it out a little bit more. I think I actually am going to go into that first brush that I used and pick up some more yellow and just kind of put that over top and make it a little bit brighter. So next for the lid, I feel like you could go in with the red shade and it would be really, really pretty. But I did that yesterday, so I'm not going to do it today. So I'm going to go ahead and take coffee, which is my favorite word here. Like, I know it's probably pronounced completely different, but I just feel like I want to say coffee. I want some coffee. So I'm just going to take that on a ColourPop synthetic brush, which hopefully will pick this type of formula up a little bit better because it is super, super metallic. And then I'm going to like literally like hit it on my hand so hard to get rid of any fallout because I already did my face and I don't want to ruin it. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on my lid. Super pretty. I did get just the tiniest tiny bit of fallout from that particular shade. Just like that one is like different compared to the others. Like there's only a few Juvia's Place shadows that are like that, like kind of more loose pressed feel, if that makes sense. So I did get just a tiny bit of fallout, but honestly wipes away super easy as long as you powder first. I kind of want to do like a super yellow inner corner. I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but I'm going to go in with Aya, like a lot of Aya, and I'm going to pack that on the inner corner. For the lower lash line, I really want to go kind of ham on the green shade on the lower lash line, this one right here. So I think first I'm going to go in with a ColourPop liner. I think I have a green ColourPop liner. Actually, I'm going to use an Ardency In one, and this is the shade Grass, which is like the perfect name. Like, that's totally what I would call it, but I'm just going to throw that on my lower lash line. I'm going to go ahead and take a little tiny pencil brush and that nice green grass shade from the palette, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that along the lower lash line. So I'm going to go ahead and do like mascara, lashes, lips, and I'll be back to show you how I'm going to highlight my face because I'm obsessed with this combo. Alright, so I went ahead and added House of Lashes lashes in the style Iconic and the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Strawberry Pop. I'm really curious, this is a little off topic, but I Love Sarah E is coming out with a collection with Dose of Colors, and she has a liquid lipstick that is called Fresa, and that is strawberry in Spanish, and this is Strawberry Pop. So I'm like, I wonder how close they are. Like, do I really need them both? Probably. So I just had to show you guys my face highlighting real quick because I'm so obsessed with how this came out yesterday. Like, I just want to put this all over my face again. So I'm starting off with the Halo Goodbye highlighter from Wet n Wild. Thinking about Dose now, and I'm just gonna go ahead and tap that on the tops of my cheekbones. I see a lot of people add liquid highlighter like this and then they go in with their beauty blender, and in just my personal opinion, I feel like that takes away from the beauty. Maybe I'll go in with the beauty blender once it's already kind of blended out, just to give it a real like effortless kind of look. But I feel like liquid highlighters like this blend so much better with your finger. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of tap it into the skin, and if I feel like there's too much product, what I do is I'll take a clean finger and like literally go in a circle around the edge till I'm happy with it. So there's what the highlighter looks like just by itself. Blends out super easy. Like I said, if you really want to, you can like tap afterwards with your sponge just to make sure it's blended in, but I feel like using the finger for product and the clean finger, it really works out. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this Royal & Langnickel Highlight and Glow Brush BMD 265, and I'm going to go into Angelique. Just pick up a little bit of product, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to put that on like the highest point. Oh man. So I just wanted to show you guys that in action really quick because I'm so obsessed with this highlighter. I feel like it is going to be my go-to combo for a bit. So that is everything for this video. 3 looks, 1 palette, the Afrique palette. I will have the review of this linked down below in case you guys have not seen it yet. In case you're wondering of whether you should get it, because I swatched it. I did obviously a review, and then I also compared all the shades in here to like a bunch, basically every other Juvia's Place palette, just in case you're wondering if there's any like shade doubles. I can't remember what the proper name for that is right now. But yes, I'll have that link down below. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.